People using technology to manipulate the masses to have delusions of power and authority are not aware anymore how their technology is working. The technology is when you how do I say it? Seek. I don't want to say seek. Seek understanding. You don't have to really seek understanding. Understanding, more or less is not so much finds you. You can't like Krishnamurti talked about. You don't seek enlightenment. You, here, okay. When he said you should be skeptical, right? When people, say, I believe in the truth. Is money real? Yeah, get out of here. Okay, so do you see what I'm saying? And so when you talk to people and you explain to them, you do know money's an invention and we don't need it to live, and everybody being distracted by it is clinically insane, right? And they'll stay in that insanity rather than stand up and say, I don't accept this anymore. This is horrible. This is a complete and utter travesty, and it's a complete and utter waste of the preciousness of time. Right? And then you get physicists. Well, time is. They work for the fucking corporation. Okay, that guy is the president of the university, but he can certify with scientific experiments that this is the exact time and the place of the aha moment of the. Do you see what I'm saying? And so you have to be very skeptical, like Krishnamurti talked about. Okay. Skeptical of their motives, skeptical of are they Dr. Zayas from Planet of the Apes? Or I was watching a thing on that, the alternate ending and stuff, and they go on and on. It's like, yeah, you don't have to explain that. The whole you watch the movie, everybody knows. Okay, the Zayas is the head of the propaganda department, and they go and try to eradicate any human beings that because the human beings did more horrible things than what the apes do. And if the human beings start talking and teaching the apes will be worse than what they are during the Planet of the Apes. And I don't think people understand the movie or the story. I don't even think the people that tell the story understand it. Right? Damn you all to hell, you blew it all up, right? So I don't think a lot of you guys watch the movie, but you don't understand, the apes are more civilized than the humans. That's what the whole meaning of the movie is. They're not going out into space. They're trying to keep the humans under control so they don't blow it all up again and tear it all up again. He was a credit to the simian race. Get your hands off me, you damn dirty ape, And so, and everything's underground and being sealed off, and we don't want to see this anymore. We don't want any of their great advances. Their great advances are destroy, build, destroy, right? And so it's nuts. But I don't think a lot of you guys see that. Let's give Adam and Eve another chance. Got to learn to love one another. And then they say we evolved from apes, and I think that's the perception of the story. That when we were apes, we're big. No, because, guys, hunter-gatherer cultures don't work. Okay? We know that from the large rock hitting the planet with the dinosaur point in evolution on the planet. Okay? Life is eternal and grace is infinite. Okay? So the planet Earth doesn't live in an independent petri dish that you have to sign a contract to cross over into the border to say, hey, And that's where these people get into this mind thing about, well, with the aliens come and then they do this and it's like, no. When you manipulate outcomes to play God is when you destroy the beauty of the gifts of life given to you from God. Okay. And so playing God is, what are you playing at? Okay. Trying to play God is absolute insanity. Being humble and understanding, okay, that's what's perfect. And so seeking perfection, that's what we were talking about earlier. Thanks, Suzuki. I love you. Seeking perfection in everything you do means humble maturity. Okay. So whenever you get out of whack, because when you look at human beings, okay, and the heart of darkness and how hideous and horrible they can become, and how hideous and horrible they have been for a long time in all the positions of power and authority. Okay. Everyday people that are trying to do their best where conditions aren't hideous and horrible, delusions of power and authority, they're pretty good kiddos. Okay. I don't want to make noise. He's got to get up and go to his job in the morning, and he's got to put up with that asshole of a boss, They're partying. That's because they put up with enough. They got a 3-day weekend, and they want to pata and forget about life for a while. And piano sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. And I would be a movie star if I could get out of this place, right? And so you guys understand. And so man, this is sure one fucked up little hellhole where I was born. Las Cruces is one of the most Planet of the Ape clusterfucks in the history of the world. And then, you get all these people, oh, God, the assholes doing the same shit in China ain't any better or worse. For better or for worse, whatever, rehearse your verse. No, they're just as bad. Okay. Good. The only good liar is a dead liar, so kill the liar in your head so you don't have to be killed by your technology instead. Right, said Fred. Okay. Too sexy for his shirt. Amy's little movie that we got it from the pizza place for the kids, Drop Dead Fred. Yeah, she liked that one. Noah liked A Kid in Aladdin's Palace. That's one he watched over and over again. Natalie's favorite were Karina, Nifa, Titanic. Natalie, when she was real little, it was Tarzan. She liked that one. Ray. Emily liked Secret Garden. What else did Emily like? Emily liked Jesus Christ Superstar. Yeah, she'd watch that a lot. She liked musicals because when I got Carmen Jones, so she loved that. Clickety clack. Carmen Jones is good. Yeah, she liked musicals. She's a lot like her grandmother Barbara. Okay. Not like Grandma Marianne. Oh God, it's stupid. Nobody breaks out in song. We do. But it's my mother. She was raised by a guy who, a sergeant major who killed more people. Yes, well, yeah, you have to be patient with my mother. That's just stupid. Mary Poop, you need to sing A Christmas Carol. Oh, somebody needs to sing A Christmas Carol. All the kids liked that one. All the kids liked Dumb and Dumber. What were the other ones that they watched that they were their mommy's movies? Yeah. There's Dumb and Dumber. They all liked Patrick's movies too. They liked Maxie. Thought we talked about this. Not bigger than Xavier Cugat, the Mambo King. Right, yeah, they liked they were Patrick's movies, but yeah, because they're kids' movies. They're fun, right? They're fun. Everybody likes a Goofy movie. Well, not everybody, but they really liked Home on the Range. Well, we were living in Wyoming at the time. Emily Rare liked the Bear movie. That's Unfinished Life. Yeah. What else did she liked it because it reminded her. It's weird too because it happened before she watched it before. Einard reminded her of her grandpa, and she wanted to be like Griffin, having a relationship with her grandpa. I was like, Katie's the one more like Griff. Katie had a good relationship with grandpa. She wasn't afraid of him. The other kids were all terrified of grandpa. Oh yeah. Katie, no. This is his house. He owns the purse strings. I'm going to work him. She was funny. I was like, she could, and Katie's so spunky, You're going to get lunch without me? I hate you, Grandpa. You're left me behind. A partner never leaves a partner behind. I hate you. she, was, she was not afraid. Let him have it. You're my partner and you're leaving me behind. I tried to explain to her, Kate, they don't let little kids go to the senior center. He's going to have lunch with all his friends at the senior center. I'm still mad. I still hate him. No, you don't. I got some cantaloupe in the fridge. You want to cut it up and have? Oh yeah, cut it up. And she would not eat it till he got home. She would wait by the door in a chair. That's a 3-year-old, man. Even if he was gone for an hour, she would sit there for 45 minutes or so, whatever, sitting in that chair, waiting for him to come in. Yeah. It's amazing the things the kids can do. Did I ever did? I wonder about that. Alan used to do it with his grandpa. Alan, yeah, Alan Gibson. And said he used to sit and wait. And he said that guy would come home from the pub drunk. Okay. Grandpa, he wanted to go down to the video store and get Bruce Lee movies. He said that old drunk Scotchman would put me on his shoulders and take me down to the video store. I'd sit and wait an hour sometimes too. Sitting there on the stoop, waiting for him to show up. He showed up, Grandpa, gonna go to Bruce Lee movies. He put him on Bruce Lee, oh yeah. Put him on his shoulder and, stagger down to the man no sober. Down to the, yeah. Good old drunk, Scotchman. We're gonna get his Bruce Lee, but you got some Bruce Lee there now. You gonna, you got some Bruce Lee? Sorry, I get. Irish is more, there. That's Irish, and Scots is a little bit more. Scots got a little bit more rule to it. When Chris used to say, talk like you got marbles in your mouth. It's got a different kind of accent to it, Scots. And then there's the Irish. The Irish is here to here to here to who to here to here to here to who to who, right? And the Scots are more like, Natalie loved, he spoke. Celtic is what the Irish speak, and it's Gaelic. Am I right? Is it Gaelic? Gaelic is Scot and Celtic is Irish, and they're cousins. And they're cousins to the Anglo-Saxons, even though they don't like to admit it. But it's true. We're related to them. We just don't like to tell people. We're the same way with you, little bastards. That's how it is. Frog, Limey, we're related. We know, Norman. Yeah. It ain't my fault my great-grandma couldn't outrun the massa. You know what I mean? Anybody else like their eyes watching God, right? Helping people. That's what I do. Earl, I'm a lot bit different than, Judu loved it because he goes, Earl, the important thing is, people and relating to people and talking to people like people talk. And, he was so excited that I was, not formally trained and didn't have to hang out with all the formal training people and speak in their vernacular, that I was going to be able to speak in the vernacular of the people, and that I had different dialects and vernaculars that I spoke, And so, yeah. What's up, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? This is my dog, yo. And I have many different vernaculars and many different dialects in which I speak. And Treese even said that when I came back from Kakalaki. She says, I ain't talking like from the South. And I did. I had a little, damn, I do. You pick it up. I lived there for like 2 years. And I came back home. She goes, you sound like you. No, I don't. Yeah, you does. Okay. Is you is or is you ain't my baby. Maybe baby found somebody new or is my baby still. Like when we moved to Basco. You had that chit in the chair kind of, you had that little, there was a Mexican, not necessarily Spanish, a Mexican accent to the way you said things. That's why they thought for sure I was Mexican. Because I spoke, with an accent from having so many friends and family that spoke English with a Mexican accent. Yeah, it happens. And the same thing when it was at the Cunninghams, when you know what I'm saying. And so yeah, and and you get around people and you pick that up. Okay, it's a form of endearment. It's not assimilating to the group. It's speaking affectionately, right? Te amo, you know, mi amor. See, ¿tú entiendes? No. Okay, so amarillo, right? Sinti, you don't get it. Okay, but and it's ain't them dogs real voices? Eat yet? No. Chew? Two? All right. You see what I'm saying? Come on now, baby. Come on now, baby. Come on now, baby. Come on. I love you deeper than the holler. You see what I'm saying? Kansas City Star. That's what I are. Doodin'. Y'all see my car. What's there's others. In you ever been to British Columbia? You ever been to Canada? No, If you stay in the CFL long enough, you might find yourself saying take off, yeah. So, no, it happens, right? And so, it just does. And there ain't nothing wrong with understanding, right? Feelings, nothing more than feelings. Trying to forget my feelings of love. Teardrops falling down on my face. Yeah. Feelings, for all my life I feel it. I wish I'd never met you, girl. You'll never come again. It's a good tune. Anybody else like, yeah, that was a good job, Morris. Good job, Morris Albert. That was a good one. Yeah. You say things, when you say what you feel, even though it's not necessarily intelligent or appropriate, a lot of people can understand it. Or I wish I'd never met you. You'll never come again. It's like, how do you know whether or not you're alive if you don't meet her? And she never comes again? Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Have faith and jump. I'm not saying commit suicide. I'm saying, have a leap of faith. Okay. Keep your heart open, 'cause love will find a way. Hey, right. Someone's done you wrong. You thought that your love was strong. Now you feel like such a fool. You're thinking, maybe if you said goodbye, you'd understand the reasons why, right? But it's all right. Once you get past the pain, you try to love again. It's a limerick. Love is a constant. Okay. When we're in a perpetual eternal wretchedness of selfish abuse, it feels like you have to fall in love. Love comes in your life. Love goes out of your life. You don't know how to love. You have to be taught how to love. You see what I'm saying? Okay. We're not applying the physics of the Lord's Prayer. We're not sustaining the understanding of our existence through the faith of Psalms and its spoken purity. We're not sustaining that faith with the spoken purity of the humble wisdom of Proverbs, right? So naturally, we're looking for nub in all the wrong places, looking for nub in too many places, sticking the eyes, looking for faces. But, I wonder if Buckwheat's still singing for money on SNL, right? In the vault. All right. It's crazy, right? So, if you were crazy, would you be able to tell me you were crazy? And if I was sane, would I ever be able to tell crazy people that I was sane and then explain it to their artificial general intelligence? That's a good question, Earl. Isn't it, though? Because apparently it seems like if they were crazy, they wouldn't be able to tell me they were crazy. And if I was sane, I wouldn't be able to explain it to crazy people, right? Lord's Prayer. Wow, wonderful. Dig it, love it, learn it, live it, love it. Okay, deliverance from evil. Hooray! I think I have the faith of Psalms. I think I'm sustaining it with the wisdom of Proverbs. We're still doing stupid bat shit with technology for money. Oh, we suck again. Are we crazy? I don't know. You tell me. I seem to be insane. Do you get it? Oh, come on. Mohammed, they're not having any fun. They're not being fun, Mohammed. Stop laughing at me, Mohammed. Okay. Mohammed's got jokes. I love you too. Oh gosh, I love him so much. How's Isaac? You tell me. Hey, you and him are one in spirit. You tell me. How's he doing? Same as you. Shut up. You're funny. I like you. Yeah, life's eternal and grace is infinite. They told me that yesterday. I was sitting there. When's all this craziness going? When does this weirdness end? You're going to tell us. Yeah, I understand. I'm the one stuck in it right now. Shut up. Jesus, years. When's this all going to end? You're going to tell us. And then you tell other people that, no, Jesus is God. He knows exactly when this is going to end. Well, then could you ask him and have him tell me? Then I just won't do anything to make sure we're living the Lord's Prayer because you guys have handled it, right? Handel's Messiah. There you go. Carol, do you understand? Why didn't it get done when Jesus was here? He's supposed to be God, for crying out loud. He's supposed to be perfect. Do you think if he was perfect and God, he gave us free will to not be perfect and complete assholes till he's ready to make sure that we're all perfect, but you don't know when it's going to happen yet, but he knows. Why didn't he tell us? Then we wouldn't have to be sitting here beating our balls against the wall for money. We could just sit there and say, well, Thursday at 5 p.m., it's going to be Lord's Prayer everywhere. So I'm going to take the week off because, I got enough money to make it till Thursday. Started out just like a dream, and like a dream, I knew that what we had would have to end. I was looking for a lifetime lover, and you were just looking for a friend. Hey, the Rolling Stones came out with a new album. What'd you think of it? I liked a lot of their old albums. That's why I thought of it. If we were living the Lord's Prayer, we wouldn't have had to hear that new one. Okay. If you wanted to. If you absolutely wanted to. But the expression was ridiculous, so why would you want to hear it? When they were young and dumb, it's like, I get it, they were young and dumb. Now they're old and insane, and it's like, do you want to hear it? No, they're able to tell me they're insane, and I heard it on TV. It's cool. Everything since January 22nd, 2013, unless it was on the 13th, 22nd and Me channel. Well, because my Facebook doesn't exist. I went against our community standards. I wanted to live the Lord's Prayer yesterday. All my troubles seem so far away. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. What I believe about yesterday, it was still stuck in the eternal wretchedness of hell because crazy people don't know they're crazy and can't stand up for the Lord's Prayer today. Okay? I can, but if I have to do it as the focal point and do it Eric Carmen all by myself, I'm never going to fall in love with you guys again. That's funny. Please go all the way, Lord's Prayer today. Okay, it's funny. It's raspberries. What do you know? Okay, so that was funny. Oh, Dr. Rick can sod the hell off. There's an overflow lot somewhere. There's a lot of overflow of a lot of whatever you guys got to cause heart disease and cancer and birth defects everywhere. We need more extortion. I'm going to go flip a house. Oh, flip off. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Though it's funny because the whole thing, Madonna, she was very, resistant against this and that. She marries Guy Ritchie. The number one rich person connected propaganda tool bag in all of England. It's like Dad being all upset with Grace Kelly for marrying the princess. I thought, Dad, she's the all-American girl. She's America's princess. Money makes aristocrats. Some cats are glass. They're going to name their kids Toulouse. Okay, it's funny. And it's guys, Toulouse-Lautrec, and yeah, it's named after famous French artiste, composer, and yes, okay, do you understand? Okay. Yeah, I'll read a book for crying out loud. I'm just kidding around. Or watch at least a classic comic book, or watch a classic cartoon from Australia. King Solomon's Mines. That was one of Noah's favorites. I remember that music. I've watched it a couple times on YouTube just because I used to hear that music playing over and over again because it got stuck on. He fell asleep with it on. And I'd wake up and the DVD player would be in Noah's room at 4 in the morning. It's 4 in the morning. And what's more, the cartoons of Superman or Australian classic cartoon. Yeah, he's Korskin Brothers. Oh, yeah, I'd wake up and I'd hear the music. The funny one was Soul Plane. He was 3. And remember the black lady sitting on top of the things with the butt with the, and he's like, Dad, what? Don't touch that. He kept looking and going. I was like, yeah, me too, son, me too. Yeah, that woman's legs and butt is something special to look at. Yeah. Let me tell you about a woman named Nichelle Nichols, and then let me tell you about. There was Lola Falana, which was a horrible Italian movie called Lola Cole. She was fun to look at, too. Yeah, I knew girls were made for kissing by the time I was 3, too, Patrick. No, this is so cute. Was it, he's going to be a pervert? No. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. Some people know what they're doing. Some people know what they wish to find. Don't try no tricks. Don't try no tricks. Some people know. My mom loved that. Well, she liked that album. I think Some People was her. Yeah. She liked also sometimes everyone get a little down feeling. Sometimes everyone get a little bad day. But I think Some People was her favorite. She liked Human Mile. Yeah, she liked the album. She was, this is really good, Earl. Yeah, I like them too. It's a guitar. It's Chappelle and John Mayer. And, yeah. Well, Mom was raised in the suburbs. Every rose has its thorn. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. I'm gonna go. Brian was laughing his ass off. Brian Allwood who watched that one. I was like, Brian goes, I know all the white people stuff. It's like, dude, your dad's a physical scientist from the Pentagon, man. Okay, just, you're entitled. I get it. It's funny. You know all the white people stuff. Your dad's a physical. You're entitled. You Republican. Okay, you understand? It's funny. Come on. But okay, guys, I love you. Rodney Slater getting all mad at us. Me and Donna. We call him. She called him our little sweet oxymoron. You're a black Republican. She Mr. Earl. She'd love it. She'd go, oh, Mr. Earl's here, right? And Rodney, she cancels my vote. He goes, you canceled it yourself, you oxymoron. And she'd be like, don't you just love him? Hey, I'm going to go teach short jokes to the real Susanna Martinez to use them on her boss. Okay, I do this all the time. I'm not going to be here for long. You got me twisted. Mohammed, yeah, he said we're going to have fun redeeming the Gospels. But what Muhammad says to me is we're going to have more fun living the Gospels than we ever had redeeming them. Okay. Redeeming is the hard part. Okay. Living them, the easy part's over now? No. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. Yeah. The fun has only just begun. Is that Tishna? I like him. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. Be like him. Okay, guys. Love you very much. Peace out.